What's up, everybody? Tommy Har with the Real Side of Real Estate, back at the same property you've seen the entire playlist on. About a month and a half ago, we were here, we were gutting the property. The outside has not really changed, but the inside is nearly done. So we're taking you all the way from gutting all the way to a finished product. Come with me and let's check it out. Before we go inside, I want to let you know why we've not started the outside yet. It is almost March in Columbus, Ohio, meaning it's been cold as hell. And also, when you got the boarded windows and you're doing work on the inside, a lot of times it tells people that you're not doing much at the house and the house looks unassuming. So once we're closer to the inside being done, we're going to start on the outside. Everything's going to come together in the last couple videos. So let's go show you what the inside looks like. It looks crazy. Last time we were on site, we were just finishing up our rough mechanicals, our electric, our plumbing, our HVAC, and now it's time to put the house back together, put the walls up, insulate the exterior walls, and do drywall. So everything you see here, new walls are up. Drywall is the boards that you put up on the walls. They come in 8 by 12 pieces, and it's basically what everybody uses in common construction today to put walls back up in a house. So now there's 3 steps that come to fruition now when you have to do drywall. You have to hang the drywall, which is the easy part. You have to mud the drywall, which is taking mud and smearing it in between the seams and the nail holes or the screw holes, and then you have to sand it. So upstairs we have some sanding going on, some last little final touches, and then we're gonna get to the absolute finished part, which is gonna be our trim. We already started our cabinets, which you can see behind me, our paint, and really the finishing touches on this house. So you can see all the mud and the stripes up on this ceiling because you have to mud and tape all the seams. So they're 8 by 12. So you put the pieces together, you put tape on them, and then you mud them together. So if you look at drywall, you're gonna have lines and then you're gonna have little splotches between. Those are gonna be your screw holes. So screw holes are gonna be 16 inches on center, and then you mud everything together. So here we have what's called flat ceilings. We did not stomp these ceilings with the texture. You can do flat, you can do a stomped, you can do a tree bark, you can do whole different types of things, but we like to go with just flat. It makes it easier to repair if it's a rental property, and it makes it look very, very clean. Next, we have our cabinets all on site, and where Rob's standing as well, you see we have paper on our floors. We already laid our floors here as well. So if you don't paper your floors, it's very, very important that you do so, because these cabinets are gonna get moved around and there's gonna be a whole bunch of things coming in and out, and you're gonna scratch these floors up that you just paid a lot of money for. So if you lay the floors during this period, you wanna make sure that you cover them up every single time, or else you're gonna lose a lot of money. Next, we have our kitchen layout. We already talked about this in the video. Remember in the beginning, we were like, okay, where's everything gonna go? We finally figured it out. So we got rid of a window here. We got rid of a window here. We ran all of our mechanicals up the wall. So now everything is open, it's spacious, and we're setting our cabinets now. So you see everything's getting shimmed in. Sometimes the floors aren't perfectly level, so you have shims down at your bottom. And they're setting these cabinets to where we can finally put countertops here in a little bit. So we got our range here. We'll have our microwave. Actually, I think we might be doing a range. No, we're doing a microwave. So we're doing a microwave with a cabinet above it, cabinets to match here. We've got our fridge over here, and then we'll have an island spanning this space right here with a dishwasher and a sink. So it's gonna be a nice big open kitchen, open concept for whoever comes in and makes this house their own. So we're getting almost to the final stage of this place. So you see we're hanging doors as well. So these are pre-hung doors. They come pre-hung, so they're already hung, they're in a casing. So you finish them in towards the end of the framing, and then you trim them out. So next time we're here, you're gonna see how trim work is and how it makes rough things actually come together beautifully. Same with baseboard down here. So we got our drywall, which still needs primed and painted, and there's no trim at the bottom. So we're gonna be setting our baseboard, which is the bottom, and then we've got our trim around our doors. Next, we have our bathroom over here, which I'll let Rob go in there. We have our door already set. So we'll have a sink and a vanity and a toilet. And now we've got our laundry room here, which will have bifold doors on. So this place is coming together. We're about, right now this week, we already laid floors. We're gonna set cabinets, so then we can have countertops go in. So right when they start tile work upstairs for the bathrooms, we can tile over our countertops as well. So within the next week or two, this thing is gonna be completely done and turn into a house that you can live in. It's super exciting. So let's go upstairs. I'm gonna show you some of the things that we've done, and make sure you go back to the old videos so you can compare and contrast where it was a month and a half ago to where it is now, and the things that you need to be doing when you're doing rehabs like this one. Cool, so we're up at the landing. We got our drywall finishing up. So when your people are doing drywall, they're gonna be standing up on stilts because they need to come and hit these ceilings. If I can't reach these ceilings by myself, I need to stand on stilts. So a lot of people, they'll have the actual stilts. Sometimes they'll strap buckets to their feet, but whatever way you can get up to be able to do these activities. So when you mud, so you have 3 coats of mud, so you put the drywall together, you mud 1 coat, it dries, another coat, dries, and then another coat, and then you have to sand it down to where you have a flat, this is a little bit mudded here, so I'm not gonna do it, but you have a flat surface that you cannot tell where all the lines are at. If you can tell where lines are at and you did a full gut rehab like this one, it's not gonna look good. Do not pay those people because that is not a good finisher. Very, very, very important. Here, in the videos before, we only had a window here. We had an opening here. This was the bathroom before. We just turned this bathroom into a fully functional 3rd bedroom. This is what it's all about. This is what adds value to these houses. So we opened up this window and this window's open, and now you have a big, beautiful room. It's not huge. We have a beautiful room that you can now use as space. And remember our design in the beginning. We worked our way into a Jack and Jill. So we've got a door leading to this bathroom from the bedroom, and we have a full walk-in bathroom. So we added a bath and a half and a bedroom to this house. That's massive value add. It took our ARV from probably $375 to $425, maybe even more. It's crazy value add. So you got to be thinking about this stuff. So here I'm standing in the bathroom. There's a couple things I want to make you notice. Our drywall in here is blue. This is called blue board, or sometimes it'll come in green. It's called green board. This blue is drywall, but it has an antimicrobial front-facing water. It makes sure water doesn't get in, because regular drywall is super susceptible to water. Blue board has a coat that makes it harder. Now this can mold if there's active water, but it takes a little bit longer. So you want to blue board your bathrooms, you want to blue board your kitchen and your laundry spaces. Giant tip there. Next, on our floors and on our shower, these are going to be tile from floor all the way to ceiling. So we're getting ready to tile both of these. You cannot set tile directly on drywall. You have to set tile on tile board. So this tile board is 1/4 inch thick or 1/2 inch thick, and you apply the tile directly to this. Now this is a cement board. It's made for tile in the mortar application. So what you have to do is you have to seal these seams still. So there's a red putty that you put on this to seal all the cracks and the holes to make it truly waterproof. So you do that on the floors, and you do it in the shower, and then you tile up from floor all the way to ceiling. You'll see in the next video, it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. And lastly, my shower pan is right here. Make sure you keep a box. This is a cabinet box, but if you keep the pan box, when these people start to do tile in here, and they're gonna be in here, they're gonna drop mud, they'll twist their feet, they'll start cracking mud, you'll start to ruin that pan. So this is gonna keep the integrity of the pan, and when you finish, it's still gonna look brand new. Because remember, all these things are brand new, but if your drywaller hangs your tile board, and then your tile person comes in behind it, they're not gonna care what the pan looks like at the end, because they're doing their job. So you gotta make sure you do all these things, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna have to sell it. The contractors don't have to sell it. So let's walk through here. So here we have our door already pre-hung. It's set in there, and it's finished in. And they've already got the pieces finished in here. So it's shimmed, it's level, the doors are set. And then we have our smaller bedroom. We have our window that just got installed. So we have a couple windows that we removed, a couple windows that we added. Remember, in the first video, this was 2 windows. We got rid of a window in that bathroom to the bedroom. So now it's just one, and it's now a bedroom. You would never know it was there. until you go to the outside, and we're gonna be patching up the siding to make it look like it never happened. We're keeping this trim, so we got this beautiful big trim that we're keeping in areas, and we're gonna try and match. And then obviously my favorite room in the house here, I'm really happy with the way this came out here, is our master. So the master is still massive. It's a huge, huge bedroom. The closet we had to move a little bit over because right here we hid our ductwork running upstairs into these bedrooms, so the ductwork comes out of the ceilings. And we're also hiding our new plumbing back through here. So our plumbing vent goes up through the roof. So from here to here, where the closet used to be, is where we're hiding it. That's called a chase. So you need to think about these things. You need to talk to your contractors about that as you go through. And then what we're doing is, remember this was completely open in the beginning. We made a door over here, and now we have a full ensuite master bathroom. So it takes vision. So if you don't have the vision, hire somebody that can do this. I've been doing this long enough that I can see it when I walk into the space. So we've got our tub, we've got our tile board down, and then we have this dead space here, which we're actually gonna shelf out, and it's gonna be an extra closet space because that closet's not that big. So we have extra closet space, we have our vanity and our toilet. This is gonna be tub all the way to ceiling tile, and it's gonna go wrapping around this window here. So we got this window, we're gonna glaze this window so you can't see in, both of them, to the bathroom. And this will be tiled up. So we did the best thing we could do with the space, and now you have a master ensuite, and you have a Jack and Jill bathroom and a half bath. This is perfect for an Airbnb, it's perfect for a rental, and it's perfect for a small family or somebody that may have guests coming in instead of one bathroom over on the other side of the house. Immediate value add. And lastly, outside, here is the plan what we're gonna do as this thing comes together in the next 2 weeks. This is what you're gonna see on the outside of this house. So we got rid of a window here and here. We're gonna be doing vinyl siding on the bottom portion of this house. So you see a board running horizontally. Below that is going to be vinyl siding, and we're gonna be piecing in this wooden shake siding. So we're gonna have a piece of wood that we slide up, and you'll never know that window was ever there. And we're gonna paint that to either do a two-tone, or we might do the same color. So it's gonna look beautiful, but it's gonna be half wood. So we're keeping the old school flavor of this house. Remember, this house is 100 years old. So we're keeping a little bit of the old school, mixed with the new school, and it's gonna look absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna be doing a soffit along the underside of our soffit and where the rafter tails come out. And then during the electrical period, you can see where this mud is coming into the house. So this trail here, we trenched out electric to our garage. So instead of running electric overhead from the inside, kind of how you have it going to the main pole, we trenched it underground so where we now have power to our garage, but it goes underground. It will save overhead space, it won't look clunky, and it's gonna end up being a very good value add to this house because you'll have a sub panel in your garage. You'll be able to have a Tesla charger, outlets, whatever you want in that garage without having it look like you have 100 cords running from your house. So we've spent about $60,000 so far. That's from going from gutting the house, getting it structurally framed out, making sure our mechanical systems, our electric, our plumbing, and our HVAC come in, our hanging, mudding, and sanding drywall, and now buying cabinets and setting everything. So we're 60 grand in right now. Our budget on this property is $100,000. Do you think we'll hit it? I think we will. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, if you're getting value out of these videos, drop me a comment, show me some love, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you're following along every single Monday because that's when we're dropping videos. So thank you for being a part of The Real Side of Real Estate. See you next week.